The following presentation is brought to you by Capital One Bank and the Bayou City Art Festival.
From parking lots to streets to a thriving Houston event like no other.
There's an energy here that I don't think exists anywhere else.
Masterpieces from 300 of the most gifted artists around the world.
This is a perfect day to sell Houston to the world.
A milestone celebration for eyes and ears of all ages.
I cannot believe it's been 40 years.
This is a big deal.
40 years, we've got a lot to celebrate.
ABC 13 presents the 40th annual Capital One Bank Bayou City Art Festival, celebrating 40 years of fine art, fundraising, and friendship.
In just days, downtown will undergo a massive transformation into the city's largest outdoor art gallery.
That's right. Thousands of art lovers of all ages will be right here in the heart of downtown Houston.
Hello, everyone. I'm Don Nelson.
And I'm Rebecca Spira.
Join us for Houston's own Bayou City Art Festival, a celebration of art, food,
and fun.
The quality of the artwork is fantastic. I mean, we walked right in, saw a number of great exhibits.
I mean, it gives you so many, I think, ideas for your own home, maybe possibilities of what you can do.
Always like supporting the arts. Got a daughter that's in art school.
The imagination that these artists have it's phenomenal. They really just, I don't know, they amaze me.
I used to go to the one on Westheimer.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
We're called survivors of the Westheimer Art Festival.
Yeah.
Boy,
I'm a long-term Montrosian.
Got to be honest, this is very nice, very respectable, but the Westheimer thing had a little...
The Westheimer Street Fest had an edge to it. This is an art festival.
What began 40 years ago as a small arts and crafts festival here on Westheimer has today become one of the top fine arts festivals in the country.
The Westheimer Arts Festival was a completely different type of event.
People would walk up and down the street and the artists would be along the sidewalk.
People were on roller skates and bicycles.
Lots of beer drinking and camaraderie and music.
It was more spontaneous, it was more funky. It was the closest thing to Mardi Gras that I thought Houston had.
It was really pretty wonderful, but it wasn't about looking at art.
We wanted to be an art venue, so we moved from the street scene. We went to many lots and parking lots and streets downtown until we finally found our stationary places, if you will.
In 1997, the Westheimer Art Festival got 2 new locations, and with that, a new name.
And now we're the Bayou City Art Festival, and we're well known. We have 2 festivals a year, and one in the beautiful Memorial Park and one around City Hall in the downtown urban setting.
And they're both very widely recognized nationally. I mean, I'm so proud. I am just so proud, you can't imagine.
Ranked as one of the top favorite festivals in the nation, the Bayou City Art Festival attracts crowds of over 60,000 art enthusiasts each year.
Not only artists are coming from all over, but patrons, mark their calendar to come in every March and October because they know this is where they're going to be able to see all their favorite artists in one environment.
Art lovers are given the opportunity to meet each artist directly and see masterpieces created right before their eyes.
I challenge anyone to walk past any of those booths and not be interested in how they do it. How do you do that? Art in action.
Well, I can tell already that by working with clay, you get a really good workout. Because you look at those arms, they look good, girl. Okay, so Kay, what inspires you? What made you decide to be an artist?
The process of making is what inspired me. And working with clay, it was a connection to the material. But as I started to teach more, it's about the people. And it's about the process and how it connects the person to themselves.
It's great for all ages, the art collector down to a 5-year-old child coming to experience art for the first time.
This is the Creative Zone, where you can bring your pint-sized Picasso for a hands-on experience.
I've been painting rocks and making things out of wire and pipe cleaners and things. is fun and there's so much art to see, and I might become an artist when I grow up.
What do you like best about being an artist?
I just get to do whatever I like, and you can't make a mistake in art.
Are you 3? And what are you doing right now?
Make a flower.
Oh, can you show me? Go ahead, show me. Wow. Now that, anyone that walks by is going to recognize that, you know? That is that one of your earlier works? With your background and your trained eye, do you look at these tables and do you see the future?
I do. Everyone's creative. Everyone is an artist. So when folks say, oh, I'm not an artist, I can't draw a stick figure, everyone can do something. Everyone's an artist in their own way.
It is a joy to walk through that area and to see the children completely immersed in doing what they think and know and we know is art.
I somehow managed to work my way into the percussion section here at the festival.
The Houston Arts Alive stage is a passport to the world.
From the mariachis of Mexico to Japanese and Indian dance, the sights and sounds of multicultural performances come together on one stage. This year, Memorial Park will host the Living Garden, where nature literally comes to life.
We've expanded our living garden to include a wonderful fountain that is animated, a woman shooting water, dancing, and she will be punctuated with a dancing rock and walking vines. The experience that we're creating for patrons, I expect, will be very, very special and very, very magical.
From the very beginning, we said, we don't want funnel cakes. We don't want things on a stick. We want real food. And so we go after real restaurants, and they come out and they do some great things.
Festival goers go on an Epicurean adventure at the Art of Wine tastings and cooking demos with some of the best chefs in town.
So what we're gonna make today is our mac and cheese. And what you can do at home is you let this cook for about 45 minutes.
When it comes to this macs and cheese at the Bayou City Art Festival, not only is it fabulous, but these calories don't count.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We may now begin cooking in this round of the Etna Healthy Food Fight Challenge.
The Etna Healthy Food Fight Tour returns to Downtown's festival this year. Local foodies face off in a cook-off with celebrity chefs as judges.
I'm here with Etna, and they've got this really, really smart idea, which I just so applaud them. It's just eating well.
Caitlin, the idea of the game here with this Etna booth is to try to fool people into being healthy.
Exactly.
And it's hard sometimes.
Oh, yes.
All right, now you're making what?
Healthy turkey mac and cheese.
This is listed in every book as comfort food.
Exactly.
Originally, mac and cheese is how many calories? About 5, 6?
Yeah, like 4, 5, 6, depending on what's in it.
And you're going to take it down to what?
Serving is 188.
Now, do you do this normally, or is it just for contest purposes?
Oh no, I just cook healthy normally. I go running every morning, and I just like to experiment with my favorite foods and make them low calorie.
When you told me you were 55 years old, I couldn't believe you. And if the fun-filled festival isn't enough, the annual Art Heist Extravaganza only adds to the weekend celebration.
We have this amazing party where our artists donate artwork, and you have a 1 in 4 chance of being picked. We had stilt walkers and dragon dancers. And is your number pulled? Do I get to leave with a piece of art? What is really fun is when you have a theme like that, when you have a group that's that excited about the event, and it's a wonderful spectacle.
Coming up, only the very best make this show.
When I looked at the 1,500 artists, I thought to myself, this is going to be overwhelming.
What goes on behind closed doors, that's next.
The featured artist is really important to the success of each festival because that's the artwork that sets the tone for the event, something that's going to garner excitement.
I love this festival. The crowd is great.
They really appreciate the art here. The art is great. And just looking around with all these people here, they're all, basically are artists at heart. I mean, or else they wouldn't be here.
It's very exciting. A little bit nervous at the beginning. They pick one artist out of the whole show. They feel like the work is outstanding, and which makes you feel really wonderful that they feel that way about it.
Oh, I don't know. I was giddy for days. I'm driving in Houston, seeing billboards with your artwork on it. It was just goosebumps. I was like, that's a billboard with my Humpty Dumpty on it. I don't know. It was a high point in my life, in my career. Everything I've done is this was the pinnacle.
For each festival, only one artist is chosen to give the festival its signature look. We got to spend time with the Spring 2011 featured artist, Dolan Guyman.
When people look at my artwork, the first thing I want them to think is, wow. I want them to be inspired, and I want them to be just excited to see something new. I am a mixed media artist. I use acrylic, silk screen, painting, collage, wood. I blend it all together.
Dolan describes his work as contemporary art with a Southern accent.
I was born and raised in Virginia. That's something that I hold on to that's very dear to me because I love being from the South, and so I think a lot of my inspiration and energy comes from being a Southerner. My mom's an artist. My art history lesson was my mother. She would take my brother and my sister and I, and she would take us outside and would say, we're gonna go make something today. We're gonna have fun outside all day. We would take berries from the field, we'd mix them up and we'd dye our t-shirts. It was really fun. It was a great upbringing. As I got older, she would do, more specific lessons like watercolor lessons or, painting lessons.
His love for nature as a young boy is still the inspiration behind his artwork today.
Along the way, I discovered that I had this real keen interest in birds, and I think part of it was that, well, they were very vocal, for one, and they always had beautiful outfits, like different reds and blues and greens, and I was in the woods every day. It was really awesome.
All of Dolan's rural chic masterpieces are created from recycled materials.
I put on my artist backpack and go run around through fields and old abandoned buildings and just kind of grab stuff. The guitar piece that I have here in front of me, this is one of my most popular pieces.
Dolan's passion for repurposing historical items recently landed him a partnership with Fossil's Love Live Vintage campaign.
The cool thing with Fossil is that they just found me on their own. I had an article in a magazine, Boho Mag, which is a green magazine. So they essentially just sent me an email and said, hey, would you like to work with us? Here's what we've got going on. And so I called them immediately and I said, yeah, of course. You guys, I love your brand,
But Dolan says his proudest accomplishment is being chosen as the festival's featured artist.
I was shocked, actually I was surprised, because there are a lot of great artists at the show. The competition is very stiff. My mouth just dropped open. I thought, awesome, this is perfect. This is a very special moment for me in my art career. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm working really hard and someone's appreciating it, and that's really the nicest part of it.
Well, today is very exciting, but it's also very anxiety-ridden because we're going into the holidays and we have yet to receive our featured artwork from our featured artists. We've been in constant communication with Dolan, and so hopefully very soon we will be hearing from him and we'll get to see it for the first time.
So now I'm at the final stages and the pieces are finally complete, and so I'm excited today to have the call with Kim to see what she thinks. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, here it is. Hello, this is Dolan.
Hey, Dolan, it's Kim.
Kim, hi. Okay, I sent the artwork. Did you get it?
I did. I'm excited. There's 2 pieces of it.
Yeah, well, I figured, I would just do 2 pieces since it's the 40th anniversary and it's a really big show.
Well, that's really, really great. We were actually in staff meeting, so Kelly and Liz and I are looking at it. Do you want to tell them about it?
Oh my gosh, okay, well, no pressure.
A little bit of pressure.
All right, so the Texas map piece, that's compiled with all these cool collage pieces I found, some old postcards that my grandmother had from friends of hers who visited Texas.
I love the background.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and then the background is from this old book I found in an abandoned house that had all these really interesting signatures and calligraphy in it. And so I really liked that aspect of it, so I pulled that in there as well. It kind of reminded me of old billboards you see as you're driving around these cool Texas roads.
Oh my gosh, well, I'm excited. You have given us the best Christmas present ever. Thank you.
Well, thanks, and thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to work on this. This has been really fantastic. It's been an awesome journey so far.
We'll be in touch.
Okay, excellent. Thanks. We'll talk soon.
Cool. Okay, bye.
Sweet.
We were very fortunate, to have the featured artists that we've had in the past. We're really looking forward to Craig Yentz, who's going to be our featured artist for the downtown show. He does some amazing woodworking, wood cuts, wood blocks, and the piece that he's done actually features the backdrop of the city of Houston. So I think people are going to be really excited to see it.
So how do artists like Craig get into the Bayou City Art Festival?
5 months before the festival premieres, a panel of Houston's most prominent art professionals gather here at the Museum of Fine Arts. Their mission? To vote on the work of 1,500 artists who apply. Only 300 make it in.
It's very complicated, and we take it very seriously, and we have some very good judges who spend days looking at this stuff and trying to pick out the best.
When I looked at the 1,500 artists, I thought to myself, this is going to be overwhelming. But as I started breaking them down into the categories, it's made it much easier to determine which really are the exceptional pieces.
I'm looking for quality, for beautiful things, wonderful things that I've never seen before, so that when people come to the festival, they'll be absolutely thrilled to see one booth after another with things they didn't know existed till they came.
Coming up, all aboard!
This is a perfect day to sell Houston to the world.
The official kickoff to Houston's 40 years of fine art. That and much more when the 40th annual Capital One Bayou City Art Festival preview returns. The Art, Tour, and Taste is a road trip to some of Houston's most creative destinations.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Isn't this a beautiful day in Houston? Good morning. How are you? This is our 40th annual year for the Bayou City Art Festival.
Twice a year, the Art Colony Association hosts a catered crawl.
I like to paint portraits in oil.
Art lovers roll through the streets of Houston, making pit stops at just a few of the city's most prominent art galleries.
Great thing, everyone's loading up on these buses. They'll go all around throughout the city to different art galleries that feature all different kinds of art in different mediums, and then they'll come back here for a big VIP party.
And what a phenomenal organization to be associated with. Houston is the place to come to be part of the art culture that is so strong in our city.
My name's Kevin. This is my studio. You see a lot of paintings. I think kind of what a lot of people know me for are children in urban settings, and I think those paintings are just kind of about growing up and the things we go through that make us who we are when we're adults.
Oh, this is just really awesome. I'm just blown away. We're able to go see art, have a great brunch along the way, and can we say we'll just get pumped up for the Bayou City Art Festival?
I'm having a great time. I mean, it's such a great opportunity to be around people who obviously love art and who want to know more about art.
We have wonderful art. It's very exciting. There's an energy here that I don't think exists anywhere else. This is a perfect day to sell Houston to the world.
And one of the things I love the best